Hello and welcome to the Giving Voice podcast. My name is Matt Austin and I'll be your host. Today we're talking to Adhe Noviello about his experience with Brocas aphasia and the relating speech therapy that he had with that. So Adhe, welcome to the podcast. Hello.
Hello.
So first of all, I thought it'd be really great if you could maybe introduce yourself to our listeners and we could learn a bit more about you, about your sort of background, your interests, things like that.
Sure. So my name is Adhe. I was born and raised in London. Education-wise, I just achieved my master's degree last year. And before that, I had work experience before, mainly to do with COVID laboratory, because I achieved my bachelor's degree in biomedical science. My lifelong support is Chelsea FC.
Nice.
And I'm a fan of Saracens rugby team. And I do love playing karaoke.
Nice. Do you have a favourite song to sing?
Oh, that's really a different question. So it's like I can't answer because there's so many.
That's fair enough. There's too many good options.
Too many questions.
Yeah.
Too many good questions. I'm previously working as a stroke association. And I'm quite newbie because I'm still newbie. So
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
What's your position in the Stroke Association? What job do you have?
So my role is engagement officer in the London team, and it's partly to do with people like me have a lived experience. So we basically to do with different types of boroughs, and then we have a couple of events, for example, hospitals or health events, and then basically we have to say that we're here to support at the Stroke Association, as many other activities like working with partnerships in a different organisation, and yeah.
That's really cool. So as part of your job, do you sort of go around and speak to other people that have had strokes and have aphasia?
Yeah.
And sort of help them get to
Yes.
know each other? Because I think that's a really important job, because I've only done a little bit of speech therapy with people who've had strokes. But I think the group sessions that you have when with people with aphasia can be so beneficial. So it's really great you're a part of that, you know.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So we've sort of alluded to your speech impairment, so Brocas aphasia. Could you tell us a bit more about that, so how your speech is impacted?
So I developed Brocas aphasia in 2010, mainly because I was caused by a hemorrhagic stroke when I was playing high school rugby.
Okay.
So the opponent got a high tackle on me, resulting from a stroke while I was still playing rugby.
Wow.
So the referee stopped me, and then I was sent back off the field. And then some symptoms is that I have very dizziness, partially weakness side of my right arm, and I have slurred speech. For example, they said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Adhe."
Oh.
So, yeah.
So that's straight after you had your stroke. It was very, very slurred speech.
Yep.
And in terms of speaking and finding words, with Brocas aphasia, sometimes I've read that's quite difficult. Is that the same for you?
Yes. I can remember in my head, but when I can speak, it's totally different.
Yeah. So you know exactly what you want to say, but getting it out there
is totally different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
But speaking to you today, it sounds like you're communicating very, very well, much better than after you immediately had your stroke.
Thank you.
So
it takes time though.
Yeah, I bet.
Because I had developed aphasia in 2010. Now it's 2025, so it'll be almost 15 years ago.
But it's a great example of what progress can be made over such a long period.
Thank you.
So awesome stuff. So so before you stroke, you played rugby and stuff like that. Have you managed, how's your life changed after your stroke?
So it's very, very dramatically. Before I had a stroke, I was very promising. I was in my last year of high school, entering my last part of my exams. Captain of my school rugby team.
Oh wow!
So
do you remember what position did you play?
Number 8.
Number 8, nice.
Yeah, so back of the forward.
Oh, nice. I used to be a fullback myself. I was
okay,
made
nice.
Up the tackles. Yeah.
I was because the main reason because I was kicked the ball well, so that's why.
Okay, nice. I think if I remember, the number 8s were always a bit gobby as well in my team. I don't know if that's the same for you. So.
No, it's different. I think. Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
Because I was the best player on the pitch, on the field with a kick.
Oh, okay.
In the forwards. So
you didn't used to shout at your teammates. Okay.
But also, when I was doing the playing rugby, I have to communicate with other people on scrum half and fly half as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, you were saying before I interrupted.
Sorry. What was the
how's your life changed since your stroke?
Yes. So I think the main reason is because of mobility and coordination. So it's experienced weaknessing and paralyzed on the right side of my arm, as well as speech and communication. Since I developed aphasia, my speech has gone down really low. So slurred speech can affect someone to express themselves or understand others. And another reason why is because of the fatigue. I get more tired easily and need more space. So when I was in rehab, I was learning how to walk with my my legs. And then when I was at the end of the physical exercise, I immediately go back to the hospitalized bed and then take a nap for 2-3 hours because my fatigue was really let down. And then another way is because that really hits me down is the emotional shift. It's mainly got to do with the anxieties and depression, not only because of my physical changes, but also people surrounding me, especially my family, because when I had a stroke, my family also had changed their life also, as well as my close friends. So it's changed is one point to another.
Definitely, yeah. I think you raised some really good points that some people don't often think about.
Yeah.
Where you say about fatigue, when people think of strokes, they don't think of getting really, really fatigued and sleepy after a bit of exercise or something. So it's interesting in that perspective. In terms of your relationships with your family and friends, do you still sort of have a similar group of friends as to what you did before?
So one thing that I keep me positive is my family, especially because I have 3 brothers, 1 sisters in my family.
That's a lot of brothers.
Yeah. And they always keep me going with my family, as well as my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
So if I wouldn't have had it, then it will be my depression will immediately going down.
I think having that strong support network is really, really useful. Yeah. So I'm glad you've had that, even if it's probably very chaotic with 3 brothers around the house. I can imagine.
But not only for my family, but my close friends.
Yeah.
Before my accident, I was very confident with my friends, and I had to have towards with my friends than my family. Now after I had a stroke, my family and my very close friends give me going, helps me back from the dramatically changed.
And it's nice you've still got a very close friend group that you
Yep.
can sort of rely on outside of the family as well.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot about sort of your life before the stroke. So I want to maybe delve into a bit what happened after. So once you've had your stroke and you're in hospital, you received some therapy, I think you said.
Mhm.
So what sort of speech therapy did you have to begin with? Do you remember?
So immediately after when I was in rehab, the speech and language therapist gave me a list of some exercise.
Okay.
Because when the speech and language therapist gave some exercise, because I can only say yes, no, or maybe.
Wow. So just 3 words to begin
Only
with.
3 words. Yeah.
Damn.
Which shocked other families and close friends.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So the speech and language therapist gave me some simple questions, simple sentences from, how can I say, the action, verb, and then the other action. Basic, what's it called? Grammar.
Yeah. The core components you need for like a sentence, right?
Yeah. So that was hard for me during the rehab. So I have to basically start all over again.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Not only for speech, but my physical as well.
Yeah, because I suppose you must have had physiotherapy and maybe occupational therapy?
Occupational as well,
Along with
because
speech?
I have one side of my body.
Yeah.
So
just a whole team sort of helping you get back on your feet.
Yep.
Quite literally, I suppose.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what I'm sort of, this isn't on our list. This is just something I'm asking because I'm interested. How long did it take, would you say, for you to regain a bit more of your independence in terms of language after your stroke?
What do you mean, like?
So you had 3 words to begin with, and you
Yep.
started working on sentences. How
Yep.
long was it before you started feeling a bit
So
more?
it should be around I can partially remember my speech around 6 months after
Okay.
stroke. But then that was when I was in Norfolk Hospital.
Okay.
And then I moved to a different facility called Queen Elizabeth Foundation. So I was continue with my rehab speech and language therapy.
Okay.
Yeah. So mainly it's around, I guess, 2 years of not saying that I'm fully recovered my speech, but just step by step.
Yeah, to a point where you feel a bit more independent and
Yeah.
more happy with your speech.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you were having your speech therapy, what would you say was the thing that was most important to you during that process?
So one of the reasons why that speech therapist did that was very, very good is because I was in the, I got transferred to Norfolk Hospital in the RRU, and the name of the speech and language therapy is Richard Cave, and he gave me numerous of exercise. But one thing that really enjoyed me is to give the morning newspapers to other patients. So every time, even in the morning, I gave it to the newspaper to other patients, and then we get some new communications as use some communication. So it helped me a lot to give their opinions and their experience of the hospital. Then I moved to I transferred to Queen Elizabeth Foundation, and the occupational therapist and speech and language therapist recorded me of an exercise called cooking meal.
Okay.
It's kind of like because I was constantly watching Jamie Oliver 30 minutes
Nice
meal.
Yeah.
So I was quite fascinated. So I record a cooking meal, and I think I remember I had a meal of chicken teriyaki.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, but this is like I was cooking step by step while I was explaining what to do next, so I can use occupational therapy using different types of equipment and my hands, as well as speaking.
Nice.
So that's one reason why I really had a lot of enjoyable for this. Then when I finished, there's so many more because I was using outdoor patient in UCLH speech therapist sessions, where she was mainly to write a daily journal every day, so it keeps on track on using what I just did at the end, and then repeat it every day. It's a bit repetitive, but it keeps on going.
I suppose it's useful as well because it makes you speak.
Yeah.
It's nice hearing about how the speech therapists, including Richard Cave, a previous Giving Voice podcast alumni, they focused their therapy around you. So you said you were enjoying the Jamie Oliver cooking show, so they got you doing some cooking tasks and making a teriyaki or whatever, chicken teriyaki, which is really a like good example of great speech therapy, I think, which is really nice.
Then there's also because I was using but I use it in the UCL communication clinic where Caroline Bruce, he did some speech therapist sessions, and to improve my feelings, as well as refreshing my speech sessions exercise. So it keeps on going. And then she joined me in the Aphasia New Music Group, where me and other people who had aphasia comes together, create music, and perform.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
I actually had no idea you were part of that group until I saw you walk in today with a guitar on your back. And I was like, this guy is so cool. What's going on? But would you mind, is that okay? This isn't on our scripted questions, but would you mind talking a bit about the New Music Group? I think it's a really cool thing.
Yes, so me and people who had aphasia comes together, create music with the speech and language therapies, as well as musicians. And that's it.
And what do you do as part of the New Music Group?
So the one rule is you need to create new music.
New music.
Yeah.
So it's all original.
Yeah. No previously filmed songs.
Nice. And you play guitar, don't you, as part of it?
Yes.
Do you? What sort of genres do you do at the New Music Group?
It's just the basics.
It's just the basics. So no like thrash metal or.
I should do, yeah. But no.
Yeah. Well, what kind of music do you like, out of interest?
So me, list of anything. So from classical music, and occasionally pop music, as well as alternative. Rock, heavy metal, R&B, hip hop, everything.
Everything, yeah.
Everything.
A variety is the spice of life. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But no, that's really cool to hear about. And sorry, I'm just being nosy there, just seeing what your music taste is like. But and I think you've got a performance coming up with the New Music Group, don't you?
Yes. The Aphasia New Music Group will be performing the third performance in the 8th of November. So it's probably next week.
Yeah. So maybe by the time this podcast comes out, it probably will have already happened. But it's really cool that it's happening. And as part of that, you just play a set of new songs that you've all written yourself, right?
Yes. We just created 3 new songs. Just need to practice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Always practice.
Yeah.
But I think we were talking downstairs and you mentioned there might be some other shows going forward. So
Yes.
even though the one we're talking about now has already happened, when this comes out, there might be some new ones. So if you're listening, do keep an eye out for the Aphasia new music group. And maybe we'll try and get some more people to come to your performances.
Yep.
But nice. I think that sort of brings me to the end of my my questions. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to talk about before we go.
Yes, I have a few questions that I'm going to say. The first thing is that this is just me, but I find that karaoke is one of the best way to not only to be together, but also to practice people speech when they just had their what's called aphasia. So people, for example, if they say simple musics like "Don't worry about a thing," to I would just say, "Oh, you gotta keep it strong, move along, move along, like I know you do."
Nice.
So, just using simple songs that you need to practice in order to get more speech, I find it very useful.
Well, yeah, I think there is some interesting science behind that as well. Because
Yeah.
I think there's a thing called melodic intonation therapy that uses melodies and like rhythm to try and get people get people's language centers going. So I think it operates a different part of the brain than your language does. Which is really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, go and do lots of singing. Is the
And
takeaway.
then final is that keep doing what you're doing in terms of being close with your family and your close friends, or else you're going to be left out.
Yeah, I think maintaining those relationships is super, super important if you've got them.
Yeah.
But no, so thank you very much. I do have my last end segment that I like to end with, where I get my guests to give me a recommendation of something they're really enjoying. So it could be anything from a cool play you saw to a nice bunch of flowers that you saw in the park. And it could be anything. So, Adhe, what would you like to... Well, you've already said karaoke, to be fair. That might be your recommendation, I suppose. But maybe... What song should people do at karaoke? You had two just there. One of them was it Move Along by All American Rejects?
Yes, that's correct.
And then, this is testing my music knowledge now. Was the other one, was it Bob Marley?
Bob Marley.
Yeah, Don't Worry About a Thing, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Is there any other, like, one more karaoke song that you reckon is, like, an absolute banger?
On the top of my head, then it's all because of you. Then it's all because of you. It's all
Nice.
because, Neo.
Not bad, not bad. So we've got a little taste of your karaoke there as well. It's perfect. But no, thank you very much for coming on today. It's been absolutely wonderful. I can link to the new music group in the description of the podcast for people interested in checking out future performances. But yeah, thank you very much again. I've been Matt Austin with Adhe Noviello, and you've been listening to the Give Me Voice podcast.